Hi, everybody. I realized I didn't press go. I didn't press the go button. How is everyone today? How is everyone today? Is anyone here? It's weird. See people in the chat, but I don't know if you're actually in here now. Anyways, hello every friends. Hello my friends. How are you today? Morning, Mr. Anthony Skelton. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Today's kind of a mixed bag of whatever. To sort of what we're, I got some ideas. I don't really know, but maybe we can just chat about some stuff. There's some really cool things coming in WordPress 6.6. That might so I have this website, blockdevelopercookbook.com, which I put together for basically it's like so it's a conference. It's supposed to be a conference. So you can come in and you can use any one of these things to learn how to do little stuff that you have to do as a block developer. Right? But I'm getting some signups, and I have this this fun thing where I have a voting demo thing. Where you can come in here and this is all done through the interactivity API, so you've got time allotted and all this. Anyways, but there's some really cool stuff coming in WordPress 6.6 that is that's going to make doing this a little bit better. Specifically, being able to do a background image and a theme, which is awesome, because to do this I had to do some other stuff. I had to basically pack it with regular CSS, so but you should be able to do it now with a theme.json file. I don't know, And the other thing I was thinking too is I have my advanced square loop plugin. I'd like to get some WordPress Playground examples for some of the more common use cases, which is so awesome. So if you have a plugin and you need to deal with support stuff, for example, let me just show you one that I did yesterday. So this is a person that reached out because they didn't know how to style, how to deal with it if you didn't have results in your queries. So instead of trying to do screenshots and put it all together, what I did was I built out this Playground link that actually loads up the site, installs the plugin, configures the plugin, sets up my template so you can see, right? And this shows them in a working WordPress site exactly how to set up what needs to be set up, or at least demonstrates it in a way, right? Which is pretty powerful, I think. Super powerful. And with something like my AQL plugin, I just did a bunch of setup. Hey, the LUP.
Oh,
there
great.
we go.
It's Philip.
It's Philip. That's awesome. I have this.
Oh, great. It's Philip.
Oh, it's happened twice now. Okay, I gotta fix that. I started using Firebot. I discovered Firebot last week for streaming stuff, and it's so cool. It lets me do some. Yeah, well, it's text to speech. So you're Philip. Fantastic. So there's a few of you on that list. That way, if you say stuff, it'll say hi, or it'll sarcastically say you're here. Anyways, so that was something that I'm very excited about. But I don't know why I did it twice, so I have to figure that out. But but it's twice because we love you twice as much as anyone else. Anyways, so when Kevin gets here late, it's gonna say something for him too. It says the same thing. It's just a bunch of people. Yeah, so maybe Playground? I don't know. What do y'all think? Should we do Playground, or should we do some Block Developer tool, Block Developer Cookbook stuff? Maybe we'll do a new poll. What should we do? Question mark. Playground examples. I'm trying to do a poll. For Block Developer Cookbook updates. Okay. All right, here we go. Start the poll. Poll's in place. throw new dev, throw new error. I'm gonna go ahead and add you to my particular roles because you can use custom plugins. Oh, that's a great question, Mr. Anthony Skelton. That is a fantastic question. I'm going to spotlight that message. That is a fantastic question. Thank you for asking. So basically, you can point it to Kev's here. Kev's here, everyone. Come on now. Is it not going to work? It must be delayed.
Oh great, it's KevXB.
There you go, KevXB's here. Oh great. I'm so proud of this thing. Mr. Anthony Skelton, that's an excellent question.
Great, it's KevXB.
It's so good, we'll do it twice. I gotta figure that out. What was I gonna say? Right, so yes, you can use custom plugins.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
Oh, Marcus Burnett, hey man, thanks for the follow. Are you? Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you you coming by. Anthony or Marcus is he's kind of a rock star in the WordPress community, which is great. I don't see him on the stream though. Maybe he just followed and then didn't follow in. But anyways, if he's here, welcome. Question. Your question was, can you do stuff with custom code? You absolutely can do stuff. Hey, there you go. Marcus Burnett, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're a rock star. You're spoken of in hushed tones. Maybe not like as hushed to say Kevin, but hushed nonetheless. Anyways, I will answer your question. Saw you stream on YouTube and hopped over to Twitch to see the chat. Yeah, sorry, the chat's you can't. Yeah, there's some rules about. I can't put the chat on stream because if I'm in multiple sources, Twitch gets all butthurt about that. So you can't put the stream or the chat from another place somewhere else. Anyways, so thanks for hopping on over with us. Mr. Anthony Skelton has asked a fantastic question about whether or not Playground, you can put the Twitch cam on stream. Yes, you can, but you can't put, yeah, you can, but there's a weird rule about being able to stream to multiple places where you can, as long as you don't put the chat from another source on the stream. So like if someone's chatting in YouTube, yeah, exactly. So that's the issue. So that's why I don't put it on stream. But cool. Anyway, so yes, you can absolutely do it. I'm doing a variation of that. You can point to let me wait. Am I in Advanced Query Loop? I am. So in my blueprint for Advanced Query Loop, I do have it pointing to some stuff like this. You can download it from the repository, no problem. But you can also download it from like it's a bit of a different approach. So in this case, what I'm actually doing is downloading a plugin that I created. And it gets basically written into the plugin, and then I'm activating it. So it's a couple of extra steps, but this is a really powerful way of doing things. Like, for example, I have another one, my interactivity. Let me show that one if I can find it. Where is my to-do app? No, well, maybe they just don't care. It's probably that they don't care. I don't really want to put the chat on stream because I feel like I don't always have stuff. Well, yeah, Prime should. But he puts Twitch chat on stream, but not YouTube chat. You know what I'm saying? So like I can put Twitch stream on chat, no problem, but I can't put YouTube's chat on my Twitch stream. Does that make sense? Y'all stop telling me what to do. I'm doing what I want. Shut up. So yeah, so there's a couple of ways that you can do this. So wait, is this one? Yeah. So what I did was I created a plugin, and this plugin. Is there a way you just set the plugin site where you want an export? Yes, there is. There absolutely is. You can do. So if you go to playground.net right here, right? And if you go in here. Oh, well, okay. Well, I'm not gonna, yeah, sure. What you can do is you can come over here and you can click on edit the blueprint. So you can start to build out your blueprint and test it in here. And then you can actually just copy that, or you can hit the save button. It'll download it. So I could take this whole thing, drop it in here, right, and run it, and it'll run my blueprint. So what it's doing is it's oh yeah, make Kevin pay. There you go. But it's setting up it's setting up a bunch of stuff, so you can see if I go in the back end now, I've got a little plug-in that does some setup stuff. I can't even remember what it does in there, but yeah, so you can, it's really powerful. You can pretty much do it. Oh, Mark Zamansky, a lot of chats, haha. Yeah, Mark, we are hanging out on Twitch if you want to run over here, but you're also welcome to hang out. Mark is in YouTube chat, so he's not able to see everything. So now I feel like I gotta show everybody chat what's going on. What's the new, what do we got here? So we got 50-50. That's wonderful. You are not helpful. Plugins for, I think it has to be public. I'm pretty sure it has to be accessible. It has to be accessible. So you need to be able to get to it from a raw user GitHub content URL, basically. But we can look at the documentation there. Where is that? So the Blueprints API, we got some steps. You can look at import. See, where am I doing here? Write file? Is that the one we want? No.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
Jay Walter, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. With this site conversion to block theme and blocks in general, it's making me realize I don't need as many custom fields as I once had. How would you go about dealing with 12 years of posts, 5 posts, and custom fields? Ugh. How would I go about dealing with that? It really depends on what your content is, on what your fields are. So block bindings are going to be a really great way of helping you with that. You can write some custom. I don't know. That's a good question. It's going to be a lot of work. I'd have to see what the fields are doing, and maybe you can get rid of some of them. You might be able to just replace some of the text-based ones with maybe blocks or custom blocks or block bindings. You might be able to do some of that, and then because you don't need to write back to it, you just need to get it one time, right? And then you can you can do it that way. I don't know. I mean, if you don't. It's not hurting you to have them, to have the meta. I mean, like I'm sure it's not doing anything bad for you. You just don't need to add it anymore, I guess. Well, maybe you do, but yeah. So to answer your question, I believe it needs to be publicly accessible. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do with this. Some of the really cool things, like I have some WP CLI scripts that run. In this one, so I have like a WP CLI version. So what this does is this sets up a front page. It uses WP CLI. I'll zoom that in. Get rid of that. I'm installing a plugin that I'm using, and I am using WP CLI to set to show a page on the front end. I'm creating that page and inserting content, and then I'm running a bit of PHP here to update the option to show the page that I just created. Now, this is a bit janky, and in Playground it does increase load time a little bit when you load WP CLI. So what I had done here was this works perfectly fine. It's just when you run PHP, it all needs to be on one big line, no line breaks, and it can get a little bit hard to manage if you have lots of stuff going on. You also have to remember to do this part, which is not something that you would ever really do in WordPress. So what I did was I created a plugin that did the same thing. It was actually a little bit easier. So on my register activation hook of this particular plugin, I basically just I'm inserting a page, getting the page ID, then setting 2 options, and see, that's a lot cleaner. So doing this is a really nice way of like pre-configuring a site. So in your register activation hook, you could have it like, create content. It can register some custom post types, and then insert a couple of custom post types, and then you can do whatever you want to do. So this is a nice approach where you just have a little plugin that does some stuff on there. Anyways, so that poll wasn't helpful because it's 50% and 50% of 2 options. So anyways, yeah, so something some really cool stuff coming in WordPress 6.6. Let me go to, it must be make, not there. I'm gonna record. There's a lot of really good stuff. Oh, this is something that is really cool. If you're a theme developer, you now have, what? No. What is going on here? I'm gonna copy this link. Copy link address. Paste link address. So gonna go in here. Oh, by the way, I bought a new keyboard. Check it out. I bought a new keyboard. It's a Keychron K2 V2, and I love it. And it sounds very nice. But it doesn't help me type any better than normal. So there's that. Thought it would. It didn't. Anyway, so this is a really cool thing. So what we can do now is we can set background image styles, which is so nice because in my Block Developer Cookbook site, not that one, I'm gonna close this down. I'm using some CSS to do that, and I don't want to have to do that. So now I can basically add it directly into more ASMR. Yeah. It's been a while since I did this. Styles tester. No, that's not what. Styles. See this? Yeah. So I'm doing this. See. So I don't have to do that now. Now I don't have to add this at all. I should just be able to add this to theme JSON. Now the thing is, you need to have it. You need to be running Gutenberg, the latest Gutenberg, and you need to be running or the 6.6 beta. I think it's 3 now. But as of 6.6, this will all be part of it. And this is going to make life a lot easier because now it moves stuff. Pretty common things. I mean, like how many, like show of hands here, how many people have to do background images on the site? Probably a lot of people, you know? Probably a lot of people. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did to deal with it. So how do we do that? So let's do this. Okay. So as a I better just make sure this is running. So what are we gonna do here? Package JSON. Do I have? Or ASMR. Oh, there it is. WP config. Okay, I'm gonna have to just go into terminal. This is PDC side. So WPE start. Oh, I bet Docker's not running. It's not running. Let me get that running. Let me get Docker running. We'll get that running. And while that spins up, we can talk about how awesome Kevin is. Maybe. Do you want to talk about that? I don't know if I want to talk about that. We can talk about some of the new commands I have, if you want. Like if you do this command, you can see all the list of all the. Oh, I didn't do it right. Sorry. It should be commands with an S. My first day, folks. My first day. This should give you a list of all the commands. If you don't like the song we're listening to, you can do skip. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. And I think I added some more channel points things too. Let's see. Channel rewards. Oh yeah. There's one. There's one really new one. You can turn my lights off, but you have to have a lot of points to do that. Sure. No one's using them, huh? Quote, what the deuce. Oh yeah, there's a what the deuce. There's only one quote. Ah! Kevin! Who did that? Did Kevin? Well, it must have been Kevin. Throw new error. All right, nice work. I like it. Thanks. Thanks, y'all. That's fun. Okay, cool. So I think we're running here. So let me just do WP India start again. We can look at getting this done. Wait for that too. Update all the Docker images. Take forever. Sorry, you cannot use this command because you do not have permission. Oh, do I have a say command? I should probably look at those commands. Let's see what I got. Say. I better look at that one. It's Kevin. Are you not a mod? Skip. Does that work? Let me look at my. All right, Kevin, you should be able to say stuff now. Don't be gross, though.
Don't.
Interesting. Don't. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. Does skip work? Should. Let's see.
What?
Oh, that worked. Yeah, skip worked. All right. Anyways, there's some stuff in there. So, cool. That's good times. Say what the deuce. Maybe. Oh, hold on. Let me fix that. I think there might be an issue with that command.
What the deuce?
Oh, what the deuce? Oh, it all has to be one. Hold on. Let me edit that. It should be quoted text. Try double quotes. I think that might be it. That might be the issue. Alright, let's jump it all the way again. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. So we do say
What the deuce?
There we go. What the deuce? What the deuce? Perfect. Okay. All right. Enough of this. This is fun though. Thanks for doing that. Okay. So we got that. Is this working? This should be working. Let's go here. We should have this working. Okay. Cool. So now let's. All right. So if I back in here, do I have a build process for this? I must. Let's see. Blocks other. What's the other? What's my other thing doing? Customer pick config. Variations, plugins, result. Okay, so I don't really need to worry about any of this stuff. I just, at this point, I'm going to go in here, and if I turn this off, I should get no background image. I got no background image. So now let's go into our theme JSON, and how do we set this up? Okay, position, size. So I think we're gonna want, so styles, background image, background size. Okay, let's grab that. And we'll go into my theme JSON. I don't want styles. Spacing. Okay, so I go styles and I put that in there. Property background is not. Does this require a... So I should be able to do this, which is very cool. So that's that file thing. Can you zone out? Use it. Can you use it when you zone out coding? Yes, you can absolutely get my attention with that because I'm already zoning out. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Syntax error. Not surprising. Not surprising. Oh, I don't need that. Sorry. I need that. Okay, so this should be it. No, it didn't work. So let's inspect. Console. Network, elements. Huh. So wait, am I putting it in the right place? Ah, come on. Settings, styles. Let me just make sure I'm setting this right spot. So this is styles.background.backgroundimage.url, right? Site-wide background properties defined under styles.background. Zooming out. Okay. I wonder if the scheme has not been updated yet. Does that schema? Why is the schema set 6.5? It's weird. Oh, I'm not gonna go through all that. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna try something. We're here, in here, in here. I just want to get an image. I wonder if this is. I think I ran into an issue where it just didn't want to work without a proper URL. Like the file attribute part didn't want to work. So if I just go, is it URL and then I pass it like this, should be it, right? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, come on, right? So URL, oh, it's just a path to a URL. So why do I care about, oh, automatically wraps it. So you can pass it like that as well. So let's check that. So this is, let's do this. Such an actual image. I don't know if I'm definitely back from the stream. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate you hanging out with me today. That's very nice. Okay, this is not working. Stand by. You know why this isn't working? I'll tell you why it's not working. Because I'm not typing properly. First of all, there we go. Admin password. I would imagine I am not running the latest version of Gutenberg. Block visibility, Gutenberg. Yeah, that's a pretty old version of Gutenberg that doesn't support it. So we're gonna go. Oh no, we're gonna go ahead and update that. And we're gonna close this, and I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna see. Okay, I guess I'll update this, and I guess I'll update this. Okay, I think that's gonna probably be the issue that we're running into here. Let's see. Oh, that seemed to work. For a second, I thought that was something much different. So okay, so now I should be able to do the file thing. Oh, right, save that. Should be able to refresh this. Oh, right, not cover. What did I have it set up for? Can I do background size? Did it say the background size? Oh yeah, background size. So I think it's what, 150. What did I do? 150 px, and then what was the other one? 150. Should just be able to put those values in. And Robert's your father's brother. Boom. There we go. That's awesome. So that's super slick. I love that. I absolutely love that, by the way. I was angry about that, but I was angry about that. Cool. That makes me happy. So now I can get rid of this little random chunk of CSS in here that I don't want to deal with. Cool. So let's just YOLO that. Add background image via theme dot. Can you all hear my keyboard? It sounds amazing. It sounds so good. I'm gonna just push that up there. Just gonna push that right up there. And then this is the actual side. No. Clickety clacky. That's right. I got red switches. I don't know if there are any mechanical keyboard people here, but I got red switches. Link to which repo? The B2C site? Let's see. GitHub. Is it private? I don't think it's private. B2C site. Yeah, it's right here. This is the link to the repo. You're welcome to go ahead and take a look at that stuff. Yeah. It's. I think it's public. There's like nothing really going on with it. Like it's just basically it's me playing around with this stuff. It's got a lot of other things going on in there though. There's a lot of interactivity API stuff. But one thing I was really thinking about, I really wanted to add to this is once you're logged in, it'd be cool. I want to have like a My Recipes page, right? Oh, nice. 10 key and more. Yeah. See, I went from like what? Oh God. Guess it's still on. I went from one of these to this, so it's a lot smaller, but I actually really like it. I'm still getting used to like the right side of the keyboard where the arrow keys are and the page up, page down, home and end and stuff. So, but I'm trying to get I'm trying to get better at typing and just development in general. Anyway. Oh, Alpua's original. Alpua's original. I'm not saying that right. Welcome, hi. Thanks for hanging out. Anyways, I was thinking about doing that. That's what she said. Oh. Okay. Alfredo is fine. You say that like Alfredo is he fine? Is Alfredo fine? No, that's cool. Thank you for hanging out, Alfredo. I'll remember that because I can't say your username obviously. So thanks. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. So I was thinking, oh yeah, that there's a repository available for pre-configured development practice. So anyways, I was thinking about I was thinking about adding like a My Recipes thing. So when you go into recipes and you're logged in, similar to like how in under conferences you can come in here and you can sort of like flag these. I thought maybe having like a My Recipes. I have to add some more recipes too. Would be a cool thing to do. But to do that, I'm going to need to do a couple of things. And I do have a hard stop in an hour, unfortunately, because I got some people coming to fix my internet, which requires them to turn off my internet, which is a bummer. So let me just see what I can do here. I was thinking, so I do have some blocks. So this vote button block is a interactive. It uses the yeah, it's live, and you can sign up. You can go there, blockdevelopercookbook.com. Now, signing up doesn't do much for you, other than being able to vote on conferences, but you have to have the password for this conference. So the point behind the site is that it's a workshop. It's an interactive workshop, where if you get logged in here, so let's pretend we were at this demo voting workshop, which is not loading. There we go. Everyone would be able to log in, and they'd be able to say, oh, okay, I like this recipe, I like this recipe, I like this recipe, and then once they run out of time, those are the ones that we work on, and then there's a voting, so you can look at the results page like this, and it shows you, this is just me voting, but this shows you how many votes, and I had to fix some CSS stuff there, but how many votes each thing got. And then so for example, if I go to my conference WordCamp Asia and I go to results, I think I can bypass, I can see the results. So we did this live at WordCamp Asia, everyone voted, and these are the ones that we did. And we started at the top and worked our way down. I think we got to the interactive API gallery slider. And sort of, Kev was there. Kev voted for whatever one he voted for, I made sure we didn't do, but yes, Kev was there. He was a big help, and nothing he saw there was new to him because he's smarter than me, and taller and better looking. Everything that you can hate about a person. That's why I walked out. Yeah, Kevin just went like this. He went, "This sucks." And he flipped the table, threw something at me, and kicked a puppy on the way out. I was there. I remember. It's the worst thing ever. Still my friend though. You gotta just accept people for who they are, the evil, black-hearted individuals that they are. Oh God. Okay, let's see what else we got going on in Make WordPress. There's some other really cool things that are going to be good. 18 points. Oh, here's a thing. So there is some changes coming to slot fill. Well, first of all, there's this thing. If you haven't read this, you should read this. There's a new version of theme JSON that's being bumped up to version 3 because there are some things there's a couple of things that if you want to use them, you need to bump up to version 3. For example, default font sizes, default spacing sizes, that stuff is going to require going up to version 3. But I would read this stuff, get ready if you're a theme developer or if you're managing themes. It's all optional. You don't have to opt into it, but if you want to use the new cool stuff, which is like how we all like, yeah, doing that. You'll need to do that. Now, I have to find Paul. Is Paul here? Paul is this is a big one. Disabling auto load for large options. That's a big deal. I'm just perusing the make.wordpress.org, that core site right now, but there's one in here specifically that I should probably just like cyber. This is a good one. The active block variation detection. That's pretty good. Where is this thing? This is it. So the unified extensibility APIs in 6.6. This is a fancy way of saying that slot fills have been moved to common packages. So for example, if you use any of these slot fills, which you probably do, if you're doing anything that we've done on the stream, there's a good chance that you've used this stuff. So some of them were imported from the edit post package and some were imported from the edit site package. Now they're being moved into a common package, which would be the editor package. Yes, so you're importing from the editor package now, and then there's some ways of figuring out like where it is and everything. But it's this is a really good read, and I highly recommend if you are using slot fill for anything, which most people are nowadays. You might want to just have a read of this just to understand what this means, and it will fire deprecation notices, right? June 20th. Okay, sorry, I got a notification on my Spotify thing. Whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's something definitely worth a read. Highly recommend you take a look at that. And just kind of peruse this stuff in general. But what was I saying? Okay, so we got that figured out. So what I'd like to do is maybe create a my recipes page. So how would I do that? Let's look. So if I edit my site, I'm all over the place today. So yeah. If I go to my templates, and I go templates. If I go add new template, what do I do here? Author archive? No, we don't want that. I feel like I want like a user page. So let's go WordPress template hierarchy, and we'll just see. I think there's a user page. This is the great. I've been looking at this image for 20 years. Like this is the one. This is the one that I use. So is there a user .php? You need to post through this. Well, it's right here. Yeah, exactly. Taxonomy, attachment, single post page, and a post. I look it up weekly. It's very, very, very helpful. Author. So I guess author would be. Would author be your profile? I guess so, because technically you'd be an author, right? So okay, so let's just do. Let's go back here. I'm just gonna play around with this and see. Can I find? Where am I? Hello. Here. Where? Template. So if I go add new template, custom template. I feel like there should be author archives for author for a specific item. So is this one I want? I want to choose a pattern. So I'm gonna do a header. Just want my header. I'm gonna add the footer, and then guess I need to probably add a little group action, little group in here. Let's go. Little group block, and then we're gonna whatever. Let's just do that, and I'm gonna put that in there. I don't want this to be row. I want this to be group. Don't you be like that. And then what can I do? Can I do like author name? So let's save this, and let's is it bad that I don't know how to get there now? So if I go users, all users, if I go am I subscriber somewhere? Yeah, I'm gonna go view. Okay, so that's what I want. So it's gonna be author test. Or do I just want this to be like a regular page? Like I guess we could do like if I edit this page, I could do something like this is not good. Where's this author name? Okay, there. So I do in here add like a avatar. Right. Do I have a custom? I think I have a custom avatar here. Gonna need to do this. Chef hat, inactive. Oh, logged in user. That's what I want, and that's gonna go up here. That's not doing what I wanted to do, but that's fine. That's fine. You can just do what you want to do. So we probably delete this now. Let's just save. So I save this. Sit out. my chef hat's messed up. Okay. So why is that not showing me what I needed to show? So it'd be this. Okay. Okay. Super weird that it's not showing me what I want to see here, but that's fine. Oh, do I have a... No, nothing, no problems. Show me everything I want. Okay, so I guess in here what I'm gonna want to do is somehow show like my recipes, and I'll need to do that. So if I go in here, yeah, so this is really well designed. Like I don't know if you know that I'm a really good designer, but I am, and that's just what you have to deal with. So can I do this with my advanced query loop plugin? I don't know if I can, because I'm trying to query advanced query loop, put that in there. We're gonna start blank for now, title and date. So what I want is I'm gonna need I don't know if I can do this with this. I don't think I have a feature in here that will handle this edge case. Because what I need is post meta. But this, I need post meta that's associated with this author. So I need the current author ID, which is not something that I have. So like add meta here, so the meta key is current author. No. It's gonna be in here, right? So all right. So this is going to have to be custom. So that's interesting. So maybe we can think about that. So if I was to do this, how was I going to do this? I want to be able to have, I want to get all of the IDs. What's the best way to store this? Let me think of it that way. Sure, we'll save this. So if I have my content, right? So right now, all my recipes, they have ingredients and they have a number of votes. But I want to save it as post meta. Do I want to save it as post meta or user meta? User meta, the user is going to have a list. That's what it is. The user will have a list of favorites, and I will associate the post ID of each recipe with those user favorites. So I'm going to need to have, I'm going to have to get basically all of that out with, how would I do that? I guess maybe with a pattern? I think like a custom pattern for that, I guess, right? So I did a pattern like in here. Can I do that? I don't know if I can do that because I don't know. Maybe with my block. Oh, right. That's how I do it. Okay. Okay. Stand by. This is how I think we would approach this. If I can get this stinking thing working. Okay. What I think I need to do is I need to have a pattern. Let's grab this. I'm just going to do a little demo here. Not demo, but I'm going to see my thought process. My thought process is going to be, I want to include a bunch of posts, right? And so if I include, I don't think there's that many posts in here, but that doesn't matter. So I save this and I look at the code editor for my query. You can see, oh, is that? I could maybe hard code this. So I could create a template. I could create a template. Template part? I don't want that. I want, where's query? If I grab this, I'm gonna try this. All right, and I create a new pattern, new file. This is gonna be like user recipes, PHP, right? And then in here, right, what I want to do, and then I'll do that, and then I'm going to drop that in there. I think that's all we need. We just basically just need this thing, right? So, I think I just actually need to grab all of this. The WP query. Wait, where's that group? Oh, the group's in here. I don't need that. That's fine. That doesn't matter. It does not matter. So I'm going to go in here. Nope. I'm going to grab this. New keyboard, folks. Don't know what I'm doing. Right, and this is going to be called user recipes. User recipes. This is going to be Chef Kiss user recipes. Displays the users chosen recipes. All right. Block types, core query, and I'm going to say advanced. I don't know if this works. Advanced query loop. So we're going to do that. Now, I got to do some, what is this? Okay. I think what I need to do is I need to do some magic here. What I want to do is basically have an array that it's, I need to essentially generate this part here. So if I have my posts, recipes, right? I don't know if this is gonna work, so I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna make an array. Array is gonna be an object, which means it's another array, and it's gonna be ID. Set it to ID. It's one, and title. The reason we need this is because this is how it's displayed. So we're gonna do this. Right, and then I don't know if this will work, but I think what I can do is, wait, that's an array. What is this? Oh, screw off with the multi-thingy-bob. If I do WP JSON encode, if I encode that, all right, I put this in here, I should be able to echo. Come on, get out of here. Right? Or does it need to? Wait. I broke something in the syntax there. 1 second. Sorry. Stand by. So this is the part that I need to do. So I just need to do this. I had to go PHP echo. This is going to be recipes. Boom, bing, bang, bang, bang. Yes, and I know I should be escaping. I just want to see if this works. Right? So if I insert that, just stop yelling at me. If I insert that, my user recipes, I wonder if that will just work. So let's just come back over here, and I'm gonna just I'm just gonna delete all this. Delete that. Delete. Yeah, delete. It's fine. I said it was fine. Be like that. I'm gonna refresh this. And I'm going to, I think this is gonna work. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna grab my group. I'm gonna insert a pattern. I got my patterns. Can categorize patterns? What's this? User recipes. Okay. Okay. That's okay. So let's. This needs to go on. Okay. So that worked. Did that not work? Let's look. Let's look over here. So it's called user. That's really cool. It's called user recipes. All right. So we have post. So I think this will work. So if I were to say, if I were to hard code all of that. So what? Anyways. So what I think I would need to do is I would need to do something like. Is there a get user meta? There is get user meta. I don't know. Anyways, I would get a user meta, and that would return to me like this is the list of recipes. Let's get user meta. What was it? Current user. Oh, get current user. I think get current user ID. Right, and then the key is going to be recipes. And so that's true. This is not going to return anything. But then if this is stored as a list of ID titles, then I should be able to do this. Right, bang, like that, and that should give me my list. Oh, look who it is! Look who it is! I'm just gonna grab that example.
Oh great, it's Drayson.
It's Drayson. And then I put this in here.
Oh great, it's Drayson.
It's still Drayson. I don't know why it says it twice. I don't know why I keep saying it. But it I say, wait, what? Yeah, that's right. You're here. Drayson has arrived. I gotta figure out why it's doing it. What the deuce? Yeah, someone said what the deuce. How did you set that up? How did I set that up? I am a professional streamer. That's how. I'm gonna add you as a quote here. Quote, add. Did you set that up? Huh? Oh, why did that work? Oh, that didn't work. Well, I missed you too, Terrence. I'm sorry I was not able to attend to WordCamp Europe. I'm hoping next year. So I think this is what I'll do. And then if I, what was, I guess escape ATTR? Would that be a good one? No, escape. I think it's WPKSES data. That might be the one. The one I want. I don't know what that's gonna look like. It might just malform the living hell out of it, but we'll see. I think that's what I want. Something like this. Something like this. Let's see if that works. I don't know. Reload site. Oh, I'm gonna just. Oops. Oops a doodle. That's right. I said oops a doodle. Save. So if I view this now, if I go to my, let's go here. Okay, I've got hello world. So now if I change that to any post ID, does that even matter? I wonder, why'd that work? Wait. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna work. That might work initially. I don't think that's gonna work because the pattern is inserted and saved. Because if this, let's go back here. I'm gonna edit this site. Now I'm thinking that's not gonna work. I think it's giving me that because it's wrong. What pages do I have here? So let's go sample pages ID 2. I'm gonna change this to ID 2. We're gonna just do it like this. I don't think that's actually gonna work. Oh, okay. No, that's not great. That's a bummer. Okay, I didn't quite think that through. I don't think, like, if I view this now, I don't think I'm gonna be getting, now I'm not getting the post that I want because it's being saved as that. But if I edit this now and I insert the pattern, I wonder what happens. So I get rid of this pattern, delete pattern. Oh yes, I'd like to delete that pattern. And then we'll go to categorize and click my thing at the bottom. Yeah, okay. But if I look at this now, it's when it gets inserted. So that's not super helpful. Not super helpful at all. If I save this, because there is no post ID called hello world. Post ID 2 called hello world. Because I also probably have to set a page to make that work. It does work. Okay. Bummer. Still waiting for you to update your plugin. I did update my plugin. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Which plugin? I updated Advanced Query Loop yesterday. Smell you later. Oh, geez. Something I said? All right, fine. Yeah. So, okay. Oh, is Birgit here? Birgit, are you here? You didn't say hi, or did I miss it? I could see a list of people who are hanging out. One of them's the amazing and talented Birgit. Okay, so that didn't work. That was barking up the wrong tree there. That's a bummer. Okay, so I have to do some custom coding on this. I'm trying some new things. I'm trying some stuff where I'm seeing if I can not build custom blocks for all the things. There's a lot that you can really do with patterns and bindings and things like that. I think it's going to be super powerful that we'll be able to do some of these really cool things. Like, for example, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can maybe replicate something here. So, like, if I look at my pages, if I look at my, let's say the recipe list in here, right? So this has got a skill level. So if we look at, So if we look at these blocks, so these blocks are these are custom blocks. So this has got a prep time and this has got a skill level. Now, I built these because there's no way for me to connect this stuff. I just want to show like a number in there. But I think what I can do now is, I don't think I need to do that. I think I can actually bind this using block bindings. So if I come in, if I copy, I'm gonna copy this and we'll take it into a post and see what we can do here. So I copy this, copy, right? And I come into, let's go to recipes. Let's go to this recipe, because Corey does like to cause problems. I know he does for a fact. You can see we have this prep time. So in the recipe, we've got a prep time of 15 minutes. Now, the way that I've always built this, right, was this like custom block, but we can now do this with a paragraph block, and we can just add some bindings to it. Now, unfortunately, the way we add bindings is we have to do this with, we got to do this with some other stuff here. And where was I doing that? Oh, I know where I was doing that. I was doing that in my, so we've got to come into the editor here, code editor, and I got to figure out where I am in there. Change me. All right, so I switch to the editor. Should be able to find the change me, right? So in here, we're going to need to add some metadata stuff. So rather than go and find that, I'm going to go to the developer blog, because a guy that you might have heard of by the name of Justin Tadlock has written some pretty cool stuff on block bindings. And I think we can now, connecting custom fields, right? So all we need is a very simple, I just need one with a paragraph tag, because there's a lot of stuff you have to copy and paste. Like this. So we need metadata bindings, content, the source, and then a key, right? So over in, not in there, over in the editor, yeah, right in here. I need to change this. I need to add that. So that's going to be this thing. So I don't remember what the key is called, so I'm going to have to look that up in my source code here. Post types. So we got duration, conferences duration, recipe, time, cooking time. Yeah, so the cooking time. So we just need to grab the time. We change the key from that to time, and then this is going to be this is like placeholder at this point, right? So now if I exit the editor, oh no, what have I done? Oh, I probably just screwed up I'm sure I just screwed something up in here. Oh, that's what I did. I think I need to add that. I think that's all I need. Nope. See, this is why editing this stuff is fun, right? I need to grab this whole thing. There we go. So, I think that's the problem, but I'm just going to replace all this. I think that's the problem. So we switch over, and there we go. So this says placeholder, but if I save this and I view this, this should switch. This didn't switch the placeholder. What have we done wrong here? Hold on. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. Save this, exit the code editor, that works. This is weird because this should be telling me I have a binding set up here. Why isn't this working? I'm just gonna grab the whole thing and we're gonna replace it, and we'll just see if that's got something to do with it, because it should be saying Should tell me I've got a binding here somewhere. So where's this thing? So the paragraph. Put that in there. And this is going to be time. Right? But args key is time. Core post meta. Save this. We'll get there. We will get there. Why is this doing this to me? What is the problem? Oh, you didn't, Kev. Turn lights out, Kev. Time to go home. Time to go home. Oh, that's why I broke the div. There we go. So click this block. There we go. Okay, so now it's showing me that I have bindings. I'm not sure why that wasn't set. I'm turning my lights back on. So we have bindings now. So this is now connected to Postman. Now this box, this panel is only going to be available in 6.6. I have Gutenberg, the latest Gutenberg installed in here, so that's why we're seeing it. But this will come in 6.6. If I save this now and I refresh this, I should see, there we go, 15, right? So I've got this 15 thing going on. So I can probably build something out that shows this. I could probably do a little group or a little, like a little group in here that shows what I need to do, but I don't need to have. And what's really cool now is that this is connected, and I should be able to actually write back to Postman now. Let's just see. Let's save and reload the page. So we see this level and time. So in here, should we go like, I gotta turn this off though. This is again a feature of in 6.6. So if I write 45 in here and I hit save, recipes post meta, yes. So see, it looks like it's trying to save post meta. So I come over to the recipe now. You can see it actually wrote that out. I don't know why it's not showing it in there. That's weird, but it's not. Is it even showing its post meta? It does. It's still strange. We just went through all this the other day. Anyhow, but so if you look at this now, this should switch to 43. So see 43 minutes. So we can build something out like this, pretty straightforward. We just have to kind of combine some blocks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kevin is lights out. So there are some things that so like images can be bound, buttons can be bound, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I forget where I was going with this. For the time being, I'll probably keep what I have in place, just because there's a lot of I have some, like when you see it on the front end, there's this like, you know, that custom thing, and it's 43 minutes. But you can build this out with divs and spans and shenaniganery, and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm just saying, that's what it is. Build it. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's look at some playground stuff again. I feel like the stream is very directionless, but that's fine. If anyone has anything they want to yak about, let me know. Be happy to yak with you. Right, so the playground stuff, right? So what do I want to do? I need a place where for my advanced query loop plugin, I'd like to be able to add, like, a really great example is like setting up like thumbnails, right? So if no, not here, let's go to advanced query loop. All right, so like the CBT demo. So this is actually going to register a bunch of custom post types and stuff. But what I want to do is I want to be able to have post types, and I want to have all kinds of fun things. Must be .wxr. Let me think about this. Right, this should import demo content. What's in my demo content? I have images in there. Do I have images in there? Let's see what this does. Let's take this over to blueprints. I'm gonna drop that in there, and we're gonna run it. Just doing a bunch of stuff. Got no meta or anything. There's like a whole bunch of posts in here. Do I have any media in here as well? Don't have any media. What I want to do is I want to set up basically like a site that's got like post meta and you know, authors and all of this stuff. Like this is setting up all these streams. It hasn't really created any for me though, which is a bit weird, but or the streams post type. So we can do some stuff in here. Like I'm just registering some post types. I don't really know. I don't really know what I'm saying here. What's the best way to go about this? So I need to import a bunch of images and assign images to posts. So I can do that. So there's a number of ways that you can do this. What might be the simplest is to literally go and create some content and then import that content. So like set up a demo site, which not that. I don't have it running, but where is it? So we set up a demo site, and then you import your content and you curate the stuff that you want, and then you can just run this import. It's actually changed to I think it's WXR now. Is the step name. WXR, yeah, that one. And then you will import the demo content, and then from there you can do things. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Here's my thought process. We need to have a demo site that has everything that we could ever possibly want in it, and then we set up instances of each plugin, of each example. So it's a simple example where we're just like, we're gonna set the home page, and we're gonna show a query that only has whatever a certain thing, right? That's what we're gonna do. So I don't think I have a demo site set up, but you can set up here. So if we have posts, and so I'll do these posts. We now have set a featured image, media library. I don't think we can insert stuff from Openverse. So this is what I'm talking about. So we set up a local site and we start to export some things. Like I've got my Twitch site, but I think that's probably a bit too much going on. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Oops, delete that. Alright, well, let's just set one up. I need to do this anyway. So I'm going to set up a new site just in local. No. New site. I'm just going to set this up in local. You can do this anywhere. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do AQL demo content. I'll just run this. Yeah. Just let it all run. Admin. I'm not going to tell you jokers what the password is. Did Terrence just like get mad and leave or something? Pretty funny. So that's getting all set up here. So is there an API for local? I don't think there is. That's a good question. I don't actually know. I don't. Maybe for maybe for more advanced or for paid accounts, there is like you can connect it to this sort of stuff, but I don't know if there's like an actual API. I've never actually used it. Like I've never used an API with it, so that doesn't mean anything. All right, so if we go in here and we go to our admin, Like what we can do is we can get out of here and we can stop that, and this needs to go away. We can create some posts, right? Like if I go to the media library, I want to be able to add new, can you not add it through like the, is it Openverse? I'm thinking of, if I want to insert something, media. I should be able to insert through here, right? Or is it? Oh, it probably doesn't. Does it bring it in your media library? I don't know. Let's look for sharks because I have sharks in the brain right now. Oh, there's a cute picture. I like that. So okay. So is this in my media library? Uploaded. Okay, there we go. And we'll put this one in, and we'll put. That's kind of a cool one. All right. So now let's come in my media library. Yes, get lost, man. Yes. Media library. Do I have those 3 items in there? I do. Okay, cool. So now I can create 3 posts. I'm gonna add new posts. I'm gonna show this image with featured. No, sorry. Featured post with featured image 1. And over here, I'm going to switch over to my featured image. I'm going to go to my media library. I'm going to use the whale shark because Daddy loves whale sharks. I'm going to publish that. All right. And then I want to go back over here. I'm going to go, we'll delete this since this will be post with featured image 2. And then I'm gonna add a featured image to it, and we'll use the great white shark because it's scary. I'll update that. Come back, and I'm just gonna do a new post. Post with featured image 3, and then we'll set that. So what I'm doing here is setting up a query that I can use, right? So then. Oh, did I set the featured image on that? I did. So now if we go into, let's say for example, all pages, we'll go into this page. Oh, I need to install my plugin. Install plugins. Add a new one. Add advanced query loop. But baby shark, yeah. Do. This whole stream is just an advertisement for my advanced query loop plugin. So deal with it. So this will be this. So I'm gonna just delete all this content. I'm gonna just delete all this content. Come on, delete all the content. Insert my advanced query loop. I'm gonna start blank. I'm gonna do title, image, and date. And then this is what we want. But I also want to have posts that don't have this. So that's the other part. So I'm just going to update this. So I want to create a couple of other posts. This is going to be a new post. We'll call this post with no featured image. And whatever, just copy that. All right. So we want to say it. We want to publish this. So I want to basically create an example where I have an advanced query loop plugin, right? So this is this post with no featured image shouldn't be there. So what we want to do is we want to make we're going to create a meta query. It's going to be thumbnail ID because that is something that we know about. And now see this featured image, sample page, that works. So we want to make sure it exists, right? Or not exists. So this will, so this is, we can either set it as this, right? Or is not equal to whatever 1. I don't know. I don't even know what these IDs are, but yeah. So if you want to set this up like this, so this is the example that I would want to use. I'm going to just make some changes here to the post template. I'm going to make it a grid view like that, right? And then I want to sort it. Let's say I want to sort it by setting order. Sort by post ID. modify date. There we go. All right, so we do that. I think we need the date here. Yeah, so we could just set this up, and now we've got a great example of how to do a query for just post meta, right? And so that's what someone asked me for this. And so now I can do this by doing a couple of things. I can create a page. I can say, actually, this is, maybe I can do this all in one thing and then just, oh, here's an idea. I've got an idea. So this is featured, oh my God, come on, featured image query. Right. So I could do this a couple of ways. I could keep this as part of the content, and I could tell them, I could link to this particular post ID. So like in Playground, you can set a landing page, right? So the landing page allows you to jump to any particular post. So in this case, post ID 2, if it exists, is probably going to be the sample page. I don't know if you can see that or not, but basically trust me that that's where that's going. Yeah, so this would go there. So what I could do is I could have it insert the content, and then I could have the landing page be the particular example that I'm looking for, that I want to share. So yeah. Now let's do this. Let's go one step further. We're going to go export. And I'm going to export all the content. I'm going to download this export file. Oh yeah, I want to keep it. I want to do this. Where'd it go? It's over here. So this is going to be, I'm going to drop this into my advanced query loop. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to call this AQL content. Right. I'm going to commit it because commit basic content export or demos. All right, I'm gonna do this. Actually, before I do that, I'm just gonna check this out into trunk, and I'll commit that to trunk. I'll sync that up there. Now on the AQL side of things, I should see it in here. GitHub. Nope, not GitHub. I should see blueprints. I should see AQL content. I'm gonna grab the raw URL of this, because you have to use the raw URL from GitHub, because if you don't, you'll get a CORS error. So then now in my blueprint, I'm going to just get rid of all of this stuff. Basically, I want it to. I'm going to just import this from my URL, right? So that's my AQL content. I don't know, can I zoom that in? I can zoom that in, perfect, okay. And then, so what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go to the landing page of this particular thing. If I hit run, oh, something that I'm not doing. This is not gonna work because it didn't work. Let's see. If you're running into errors, you can go to the console and you can, what is this? Loaded. Oh, that's weird. Why is that trying to? Oh, that's super annoying. That's super annoying. So the media is going to be a problem. I'm gonna have to figure out that media thing. So the issue there is the media. But I also don't have the plugin installed. Ugh, okay, so this is not gonna be as easy. That doesn't make any sense. Insecure demo content, so that's never gonna get that. So how is it? Okay, so I have to change that. I have to change some things. That's a problem. But the other step that I have to do for sure 110% is I'm gonna have to install my plugin as well. So I need to do that. So I'll add this to that. So this, after I log in, I wanna install the plugin, and then that's probably not gonna work, but at least the plugin will be installed. And then I gotta figure out the media. in a second. So I wonder if I can just link to external media. Let's just see. And feature image query. Oh, that's the wrong post. What post is that? Post 5. Landing page is gonna be post 5. Run this again. I should at least get to the right. It's importing content, but I can't import the images, unfortunately. So what do we got going on here? I'm gonna zoom this up a little bit. So this has got this. You can see it's got everything that I want. It just doesn't have the featured images. It's not showing any of the images that aren't assigned a featured image, but the media itself is not working. So let me jump back over to my posts. I'm gonna edit, and if I set featured image, can I file URL? What happens if I insert the image from URL? Can I go media, openverse? What does that do? Where's this? So it is uploaded. Ugh. So I think what I'm going to need to do is host that stuff somewhere. I think that's what I need to do. So if I go to like my personal website, I got to figure out how to do that. Oh man, I'm going to jump off here in 2 seconds. But that is how we'll do it. So getting the images aside, like the image issue aside. That's what we'll do, because what we can see is now we have this blueprint, and we can see that we're actually getting the 3 images. If we take this off, we should get oh sorry, maybe I'm wrong. Let me just see. Let me just make sure we got. So I'm not getting any more images in there. Take that off. I now have more images. So it is working the way it's supposed to be working. It's just the images aren't getting uploaded because they're trying to load them from my local environment, which is kind of, makes a lot of sense, and it's kind of dumb that I didn't think that through. But anyhow, so that will give me the there we go. So yeah, so I'm going to start I'm going to do that. I'm going to build out a bunch of examples in my demo content site, and then create blueprints for each one. So for example, this blueprint is what I would link to if I want to show the example. So if I could download, what am I doing? I'm going to download this blueprint, and I'm going to put it into my AQL directory. I am going to create a branch. Try a feature create examples blueprints. Oh my god, blue PRINTS period. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there, and this will be I'm gonna go folders with examples. I'm gonna put this one in here. This is gonna be called featured images. All right, and if I upload that, because then what you can do is you can actually pass Playground itself. You can give it a parameter of you can say, oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one. You can say blueprint URL. So then you just pass it the blueprint URL that you want. So if we have a blueprint URL that's available, for example, this one, we pass that URL in here, right? So for example, if anyone hits this Playground link, it's going to go to playground.net, and it's going to use the URL that's being pulled. It's going to use the blueprint from the URL that's in my repository. So I can set up multiples of these, and it might just be the landing page changes, or it might be, there's some other things that we can do. We're actually inserting post content. We can set up some stuff that does meta and all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot that can be done here. Anyways, well, I am gonna probably drop off here, but I want to see who is. Oh, this is new. Oh, okay. Is Wanma? My friend Wanma is starting a stream, and he said he was gonna start streaming at noon, so maybe he's just getting started. I don't know. But let's go see if we can find him, because he's doing a Spanish live stream, which is great. And I'm gonna just get out of here because I don't. Oh, here he is. Here he is, right here. Here's Wama. And let's just see. Oops. I'm gonna just stop that and just. Where is he? There he is. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna raid Wanma, and we're gonna say hi. We're gonna start the raid. I no habla español, un poquito de español. And we're gonna raid right now. Okay, cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna stop streaming, but you guys go hang out with Mama. So, all right, I'll talk to y'all later. Good chatting with you, and see you next week.